Jose, how good a performance was that? Is that the best that you've had since you came here?
I think we had very good performances. I think Arsenal here, Tottenham here, we played really, really well. But today, I think was a special performance because it's also a special opponent. The leader, the way they play, and I think we played really well. Very solid performance. We gave them double problems. We gave them problems when they had the ball, because we controlled very well, and we gave them problems when we recovered the ball, because we were really sharp and fast and aggressive in our transition. So I'm very happy with the performance. Very happy.
Rashford's had a particularly good game today. Does that make it more difficult to bring him back into the side?
Look, I had the same question in some flash interview downstairs. I think Rashford is the third or the fourth player with more minutes on the pitch, and when everybody was trying to guess that a young player would have difficult to play with me, he's the third or the fourth. He's always on the pitch. He plays every game. I think if he didn't play maximum a couple of matches, he was always on the pitch, on the right, on the left, in the center, with one striker, with two strikers. So I think for his education, for his tactical education, for his tactical culture, this season is a phenomenal season for him, with an amazing range of experience, of different experiences. Is he not scoring enough goals? No, he's missing a little bit. And even today, the first opportunity he had an opportunity and he didn't score. And it looks like he was not very confident. But the kid played very well, and again, great experience for him to play against such a good team like Chelsea.
You said there was no emotion for you surrounding this game with the opponent's concern, but you must take a huge amount of satisfaction given what's happened against Chelsea twice already this season.
No, the satisfaction is for different reasons. The first reason is because with Liverpool and Manchester City victories, if we don't win today, goodbye Premier League, and we want to keep fighting because we don't know what can happen in the Europa League. So these 3 points were phenomenal. The second reason is because he's the leader. They are named Chelsea, but they could be named Arsenal or Tottenham or another one. He's the leader. So when you beat the leader, it's obviously a very good feeling, because you feel you are as good or better than them, and it's a good feeling. But for me, from my perspective as a manager that prepares the team, that prepares the game plan, was I had the feeling before this match, but now totally convinced, with 11 players at Stamford Bridge in the second game, we would be playing against Tottenham at Wembley the next weekend. We lost that match because we played with 10 players.
Hello, Jose Álvarez for Fútbol en Sobre la Sexta. Congrats about the victory. And we want to know, how do you feel after 22 games winning in a row in the Premier League, because it's really difficult.
Normally, you win the title. If you are 22 matches unbeatable, normally you win the title. And we are struggling to finish top 4. Why? Everybody knows why. Because we lost too many points at home. It's normal away of home, couple of defeats, couple of draws, but at home we drew too many matches, and we are paying the price of it. But it's a great feeling to know that it's difficult for us to lose a match. People fight until the end. We score here in the last minute against Everton. We score here last minute against Liverpool. We score at Stoke last minute. The people fights hard. I think we need a little bit more quality and different qualities in some positions for the next season to make the squad stronger. But in terms of character and in terms of the human side of the group, I have one of the best groups ever.
Jose, you obviously came up with a couple of tactical tactical ideas today to try and beat Chelsea, which obviously worked out well for you. Do you think when other teams and other coaches face the leaders, they have that same ambition to try and do different things to stop them, or do they just kind of hold their hands up and think, oh, it's Chelsea, will probably lose?
I don't know what to say. But different teams, different players. Maybe it's difficult for some managers to find under Herrera to do the job that he did today. Maybe it's difficult for some managers to find Matteo Damian to play the role he played. So I don't want to say that. I want to say that I was convinced, even before the cup, that controlling the two players that play behind Diego, sometimes Hazard Williams, sometimes Hazard Pedro, controlling the position of these two players and controlling the fullbacks, because they go really deep, controlling the fullbacks with two wide men, would create them lots of problems. And I repeat the same. They are phenomenal in counter-attack. When they have the ball, it's more difficult for them. And when they had the ball, we compact. And when they try to play counter-attack, we were always in control of these link positions. Diego is very dangerous, but the two link positions are the two positions that we have to control. We did that at Stamford Bridge when we played with 11. With 10 was more difficult. And today, we control. And I don't want to... Maybe because I win, you think that I'm going to say that because I win, but it's not because I win. I think this young referee makes me very happy, because the guy is growing up a lot and is getting difficult matches, and he was very good. And for a young referee to come up, I think is a joy. I think it's a joy, because we all know that the top referees in the Premier League are normally men with great experience. And Medley had, for me, a very, very good performance.
Jose,
Last question.
Ferguson talked about this being squeaky bum time, expression.
No.
Players can get nervous when teams are chasing them. You know these Chelsea players really well. Do you think they have the nerve and the resolve, the character to hold on now that Tottenham appear?
That's a question for Antonio. I think they are in the position where everybody wants to be. That's the only thing I say. I think it's better to be in Chelsea position than in Tottenham position. That is for sure.